This week's lesson is Fabulous Found Object Figures in Motion. Like nature art, found object art is also called form or 3D art. This week we are going to explore the human figure using found objects. Before we get to our awesome lesson, let's take a look at an artist whose work was mostly focused on the human figure. In fact, he was famous for using simple figures, movement, and lots of energy in his artwork. Keith Haring created his art during the 1960s. He was considered both a pop artist and a graffiti artist. Keith wanted everyone to make art, especially children. Even though his art looked a lot like cartoons, Keith's artwork, like other pop artists, had some very important messages in the images. Can you guess what the message from these images might be?
Keith did create some artwork that was black and white, but most of his work used the primary colors and the secondary colors. The design elements and principles that he used most often in his artwork are shape, color, and movement. What shape do you think he used often in his paintings? Mr. Haring became one of the most famous graffiti artists and helped this art become accepted as real art. It was said that at one time he had created art in every subway station in New York. Now that you have seen some of the ways Keith Haring showed bodies in motion in his art, let's see how you can use found objects to create your own body in motion. The link to learn more about Keith Haring for kids is in the description of this video.
Welcome, student artists. Let's learn about found object figures. You can see here some examples of found object figures. Do you like this life-size sculpture of a child? What is it made of? Take a moment and look at it closely. Could you find items around your house to lay out on the floor and make one too? Here are more samples made by children just like you. You could make one that is large or small. It's your choice. Let's get started.
Hello, our most amazing artists. Today, we are doing a new fun lesson where we create a person made out of found objects. So, we are going to be shape searchers. We are going to be line searchers. We are going to put together a human figure or a person. It could even be your self-portrait today. So, please begin by gathering some objects. I am going to use my artist's eyes as I look at these objects I put together for my sculpture. I have a lot to choose from. Now, before we begin, I need you to promise that you are going to clean up at the end. Okay? So we're counting on you leaders to clean up at the end so you can do more fun and creative art projects at home. Now, when I look at my group of items, I'm wondering what could be the eyes. Should I pick out some circle-shaped objects? What could be the nose? I need feet. I need hands. I need ears. I might even use some small objects for toes. Let's see what I have here. Use your imagination, and you could even pick out objects that mean a lot to you. You could describe your personality with these goodies. I see a special stuffed animal that I got when I went to Australia many years ago on the best trip ever. I got the koala. I also see a telephone. I love this telephone because I'm calling my friends on the telephone during this time at home. Hey, I even see a little painting that someone made for me. That's special. Maybe I'll put that into my human figure. I'm going to lay my shapes out on the carpet and take a picture in the end. So, I hope you will do the same. Let's get started and start searching around your house with your artist eyes to see what you could find that would look good in your human figure sculpture. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget to photograph your work and put it on Seesaw so we can share it. Thank you. We miss and love you. Take care. Bye.
Start with the head and play around with objects to figure out what you like best. What hair do you prefer? You could include eyes and nose, ears and mouth, a neck and eyebrows. Do you like the shiny red chocolate used for the neck below? Or is the cleaning brush and lip balm more interesting? Think about color, line, shape, and the elements of art. All artists should include as many fancy details as you can, but we do expect even more from my older students. Notice the huge green Lego body in the middle example of a found object figure sculpture. What other items do you recognize in these photos? Add the body or torso next. Our bodies or torsos make up our central core area. If you want to go a step further, add hips and shoulders that help us move all around. You don't have to label your parts when you make yours. How is the photo on the right different from the photo on the left? Enjoy.
Please add long legs, long arms, hands, and feet. You might even add knees and elbows. If you want to make your sculpture more advanced, show your figure in action. Bend the arms and legs to put them in active and more natural positions. Our limbs are usually in motion, so bent arms and legs will look more realistic and true to life. What are these action figures doing? If you choose to make an action figure, they could be doing a sport. Do you like playing football? Do you like dancing? Are you a ballerina? Maybe strike a pose yourself, get into that position, and then try to copy that position in your sculpture. You might look in the mirror to see what you need to do. Another option is to continue your art lesson from last week and do another nature search outside. Please use your imagination. Also, remember to get your parents' permission to gather items at the start. And don't forget to clean up at the end.
You should also photograph your sculpture to share on Seesaw. Happy creating! As you get ready to begin, please take a brain break where you get to sing, move, and practice going over your different body parts. Let's get set, get ready, and go, go, go. Have fun!